Hello, my name is Dr. Jabir Khan. Today we will discuss about ascites. So we will start about ascites. Ascites is nothing but it is collection of the fluid from the extravascular compartments to peritoneal cavity, that is called the ascites. Ascites is defined as the collection of fluid from extracellular compartment to peritoneal cavity. That is known as ascites. The extracellular compartment includes extracellular fluid, which is blood and plasma. So the blood and plasma fluid leak into the peritoneal cavity, that is called the ascites. So basically ascites is two types: transudative and exudative. The transudative ascites is due to increased pressure in portal vein that increase the gap between the endothelium cell and lead to the leakage of the fluid into the peritoneal cavity and lead to transudative ascites. Increase portal vein for example, this is capillary, this is endothelium cell, this is nucleus. Increase portal vein pressure increase the gap between this endothelium cell and the fluid leak into the peritoneal space and causes the transudative ascites. The important landmark is the transudative ascites always due to increase in the pressure of the portal vein, no other causes. Always happen by due to increased portal venous pressure transudative ascites. So first we know the cause of the transudative ascites, then pathogenesis, then sign symptom, and then treatments, then diagnosis, then treatments. So first we discuss about the causes of the transudative ascites. The first cause, it is pre-sinusoidal. Then sinusoidal, then post-sinusoidal. The pre-sinusoidal causes includes that the problem occur above the portal vein or lever, that is pre-sinusoidal causes like inferior vena cava obstruction, right heart failure, Budd-Chiari syndrome. I will discuss all the things in detail. So first, the pathogenesis of the pre-sinusoidal causes. The first it is inferior vena cava obstruction. For example, this is our heart. First, we will discuss the pre-sinusoidal causes. This is our heart, which is consist of the four chamber. This is right atrium, right ventricular, left atrium, left ventricular, which is connected to inferior vena cava. And it's go to the liver. Here, there is the portal vein, which is connected to the right hepatic vein, which is connected to the inferior vena cava. This is our portal vein. This is liver. This is hepatic vein, right hepatic vein. This is inferior vena cava. If the obstruction like thrombosis present into the inferior vena cava due to vitamin K deficiency or deficiency of the clotting factor, like factor S and V. It is not clotting factor, it is factor that help in the dissolving the thrombus or like thrombin deficiency, prothrombin, which convert the plasminogen into the plasma to dissolve the clot. If the deficiency of these factors that lead to obstruction to the inferior vena cava, or patient have the history of deep vein thrombosis that also lodged to the inferior vena cava, then the obstruction occur. So the blood that is deoxygenated blood from the liver does not go into the heart, and does not become oxygenated, and it increase the pressure into the portal vein through the inferior vein cava, right hepatic vein. Then it increase the pressure into the portal vein, which lead to portal hypertension. When the pressure become more than 10 mercury in the portal vein, then we can say the patient have the portal hypertension. Then portal vein pressure increases. I will make here the portal vein. Then the pressure increases into the portal vein, and the portal vein capillary endothelium separated due to increased pressure or increased hydrostatic pressure. The fluid leak into from this endothelium to the peritoneal cavity and lead to ascites, that is called transudative peritoneal ascites. That is the first cause, and I will discuss all the causes. Then the second cause, presinusoidal right heart failure. For example, this is our heart. This is right atrium, right ventricular, left atrium, left ventricular. This is our inferior vena cava. This is our liver. This is our portal vein. This is hepatic vein, which is connected to the inferior vena cava. If right heart failure, for example, this both chambers are not working, the fluid does not go to the left atrium, the left ventricular, and does not pump to the systemic circulation. Then blood come back into the left inferior vena cava, then right hepatic vein, then portal vein, then increase the gap into the endothelium and fluid leak into the peritoneal cavity. And third cause, like this is our liver, this is portal vein, this is connected to the right hepatic vein, and this is connected to the inferior vena cava. For example, this is obstruction or thrombus present into the right hepatic vein. The blood does not go into the inferior vena cava. Then it increase the pressure into the portal vein, and the gap between the endothelium cell increases and lead to the fluid leak into the peritoneal space, lead to transudative peritoneal ascites. That are the presinusoidal causes, and now we going to the sinusoidal causes. One is the most important note here. The most common cause of the ascites, it is cirrhosis. Now we going to sinusoidal causes. Sinusoidal causes include cirrhosis. Let's going to pathogenesis. It happens, cirrhosis happen. The most common cause is alcoholic patients or those patients who have the hepatitis infection B and D or C that also lead to cirrhosis. So those alcoholic or hepatitis patients, the virus that is present or alcoholic that induces intertumor necrotic beta factor that is present into the inside the liver, and inside the liver it lead to fibrosis whole the liver. Also in portal vein also. So portal vein that is present also fibrosed and it become more dense. So increased pressure into the portal vein occurs and lead to ascites. And third, post-sinusoidal causes. For example, post-sinusoidal causes is portal vein thrombosis, let's we start the pathogenesis of the portal vein thrombosis, how it lead to ascites. For example, this is portal vein, this is endothelium cell. The thrombosis is present here due to deep vein thrombosis or prothrombin deficiency or factor S and V deficiency or vitamin K. It increase the pressure into the portal vein because the blood does not pass through because this clot block the portal vein and the fluid leak and lead to peritoneal ascites. The difference between the transudative ascites and exudative ascites, it is the transudative ascites, the serum albumin level normal and ascitic fluid albumin decrease. So here serum albumin ascitic gradient more than 1